Hello everyone, welcome to CBSE Grade 9 Mathematics. In this video, we will be starting Polynomials Part 1. You will learn the basic ideas, definitions, and key terms related to polynomials in a simple and clear way. This lesson is very important for understanding upcoming chapters and for exam preparation. So, get ready, stay focused, and let's begin. In this slide, we are learning about polynomials. First, let us understand the parts of an algebraic expression. Look at the expression 2x. Here, 2 is called the coefficient and x is called the variable. Now look at the expression 5y. Here, 5 is the coefficient and y is the variable. So, a coefficient is the number that multiplies a variable, and a variable is the letter whose value can change. Now let us move to the idea of powers. The powers of variables shown here are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. These are all whole numbers. Now observe the given expressions one by one. The expression 2x to the power 1 plus 5y to the power 1 is a polynomial because the powers of both variables are whole numbers. The expression to y to the power 3 plus 7x to the power 2 minus y to the power 1 is also a polynomial because all the powers are whole numbers. The expression y to the power 2 minus 17y to the power 0 is also a polynomial. Remember, any variable raised to the power 0 is equal to 1, so this power is allowed. Now look at the expression 3x to the power 2 by 3 minus x to the power 2. This is not a polynomial because the power 2 by 3 is a fraction and polynomials do not allow fractional powers. Next, look at the expression x to the power minus 1 plus 5x to the power 0. This is also not a polynomial because negative powers are not allowed in polynomials. So, from all these examples, we can conclude the definition. A polynomial is an expression in which all the powers of the variables are whole numbers only. If any variable has a fractional power or a negative power, then the expression is not a polynomial. In this slide, we are learning about the types of polynomials based on the number of terms. A polynomial can be classified by counting how many terms it has. Let us look at each type one by one. First, consider a polynomial that has only one term. Such a polynomial is called a monomial. For example, the expression 2x has only one term. So, it is a monomial. Next, consider a polynomial that has two terms. Such a polynomial is called a binomial. For example, the expression x to the power 4 plus x has two separate terms. So, it is a binomial. Now, consider a polynomial that has three terms. Such a polynomial is called a trinomial. For example, the expression x to the power 3 minus square root of 3 times x squared plus 5x has three terms. So, it is a trinomial. To summarize, a polynomial with one term is called a monomial. A polynomial with two terms is called a binomial. A polynomial with three terms is called a trinomial. So, polynomials are classified based on the number of terms present in them. In this slide, we are learning about the types of polynomials based on degree. The degree of a polynomial is the highest power of the variable present in the polynomial. Let us understand this with examples. First, look at the expression 7y. Here, the highest power of the variable y is 1. So, the degree of this polynomial is 1. A polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. Next, consider the expression 2y squared plus y plus 1. Here, the highest power of the variable y is 2. So, the degree of this polynomial is 2. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. Now, Consider the expression x cubed plus x squared plus 2x plus 3. Here, the highest power of the variable x is 3. So, the degree of this polynomial is 3. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. To summarize, a polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. So, polynomials can also be classified based on their degree, which depends on the highest power of the variable. The question asks us to identify which expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not, and to give reasons for our answers. Let us recall an important rule first. An expression is a polynomial in one variable if all the powers of the variable are whole numbers. Whole numbers include 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now let us check each expression one by one. Part 1. The expression is 4x squared minus 3x plus 7. In this expression, the powers of the variable x are 2, 1, and 0. All these powers are whole numbers. Therefore, this expression is a polynomial in one variable x. Part 2. The expression is y squared plus root 2. Here, the variable is y. The power of y in the first term is 2, which is a whole number. The second term, root 2, is a constant and does not contain the variable y. Since the power of the variable y is a whole number, this expression is also a polynomial in one variable y. Part 3. The expression is 3 root t plus t root 2. We can rewrite this expression in words as 3 times t raised to the power 1 by 2 plus root 2 times t. Here, the power of t in the first term is 1 by 2, which is not a whole number. Since 1 by 2 is not a whole number, this expression is not a polynomial. Conclusion. The first expression is a polynomial. The second expression is also a polynomial. The third expression is not a polynomial. This is because all powers of the variable must be whole numbers for an expression to be a polynomial. Let us continue solving the question. The question asks us to identify which expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not, and to give proper reasons. Part 4. The given expression is y plus 2 divided by y. We can rewrite the second term, 2 divided by y, as 2 multiplied by y raised to the power minus 1. Here, the power of the variable y in the second term is minus 1. Minus 1 is not a whole number. Since a polynomial must have only whole number powers of the variable, this expression is not a polynomial. Part 5. The given expression is x raised to the power 10 plus y raised to the power 3 plus t raised to the power 50. In this expression, there are three different variables, namely x, y, and t. A polynomial in one variable must contain only one variable. Since this expression contains more than one variable, it is not a polynomial in one variable. Final conclusion. The expression in part 4 is not a polynomial because it contains a negative power of the variable. The expression in part 5 is not a polynomial in one variable because it contains more than one variable. Question 2. The question asks us to write the coefficient of x square in each of the given expressions. First, let us recall what a coefficient means. A coefficient is the number associated with a variable. So, the coefficient of x square means the number that is multiplied with x square. Now let us solve each part one by one. Part 1. The expression is 2 plus x square plus x. In this expression, the term containing x square is simply x square. The number associated with x square is 1. Therefore, the coefficient of x square is 1. Part 2. The expression is to minus x square plus x cube. Here, the term containing x square is minus x square. The number associated with x square is minus 1. Therefore, the coefficient of x square is minus 1. Part 3. The expression is pi by 2 multiplied with x square plus x. The term containing x square is pi by 2 multiplied with x square. So, the number associated with x square is pi by 2. Therefore, the coefficient of x square is pi by 2. Part 4. The expression is square root of 2 multiplied with x minus 1. In this expression, there is no x square term present. Since x square does not appear, its coefficient is 0. Therefore, the coefficient of x square is 0. Final reminder. If a term is not present in an expression, its coefficient is always 0. This concept is very important for understanding polynomials and for examination questions. Question 3. The question asks us to give one example of a binomial of degree 35 and one example of a monomial of degree 100. Let us recall the meanings first. A binomial is an algebraic expression that has exactly two terms. A monomial is an algebraic expression that has only one term. The degree of a polynomial is the highest power of the variable present in the expression. Now let us give the required examples. Binomial of degree 35. An example of a binomial of degree 35 is x raised to the power 35 minus 8. This expression has two terms, so it is a binomial. The highest power of the variable x is 35, so its degree is 35. Monomial of degree 100. An example of a monomial of degree 100 is 3x raised to the power 100. This expression has only one term, so it is a monomial. The highest power of the variable x is 100, so its degree is 100. Final answer. A binomial of degree 35 can be x raised to the power 35 minus 8. A monomial of degree 100 can be 3x raised to the power 100. Question 4. The question asks us to write the degree of each of the given polynomials. First, let us remember an important definition. The degree of a polynomial is the highest power of the variable present in the polynomial. Now let us solve each part one by one. Part 1. The given polynomial has three terms. The powers of the variable in the terms are 3, 2, and 1. The highest power among these is 3. Therefore, the degree of the polynomial is 3. Part 2. The given expression contains a constant term and another term with the variable raised to power 2. The highest power of the variable here is 2. Therefore, the degree of the polynomial is 2. Part 3. The polynomial has two terms. One term contains the variable raised to power 1, and the other term is a constant. The highest power of the variable is 1. Therefore, the degree of the polynomial is 1. Part 4. The given expression is a constant number only. A constant can be written as the variable raised to power 0. So, the highest power of the variable is 0. Therefore, the degree of the polynomial is 0. Final summary. The degrees of the given polynomials are 3, 2, 1, and 0 respectively. Question 5. The question asks us to classify the given expressions as linear, quadratic, or cubic polynomials. First, let us recall the meaning of these terms. A linear polynomial has degree 1. A quadratic polynomial has degree 2. A cubic polynomial has degree 3. The degree of a polynomial is the highest power of the variable present in it. Now let us classify each expression one by one. Part 1. In the first expression, the powers of the variable are 2 and 1. The highest power is 2. Since the degree is 2, the given expression is a quadratic polynomial. Part 2. In the second expression, the powers of the variable are 1 and 3. The highest power is 3. Since the degree is 3, the given expression is a cubic polynomial. Part 3. In the third expression, the powers of the variable are 1 and 2, along with a constant term. The highest power among them is 2. Since the degree is 2, the given expression is a quadratic polynomial. Final classification. The first expression is a quadratic polynomial. The second expression is a cubic polynomial. The third expression is a quadratic polynomial. Question 5. Part 4 to Part 7. We are asked to classify the given expressions as linear, quadratic, or cubic polynomials. Remember, the degree of a polynomial is the highest power of the variable present in it. A linear polynomial has degree 1. A quadratic polynomial has degree 2. A cubic polynomial has degree 3. Now let us go through each part carefully. Part 4. The given expression contains a constant and a variable raised to power 1. The highest power of the variable is 1. Since the degree is 1, this expression is a linear polynomial. Part 5. The given expression contains the variable multiplied by a constant. The highest power of the variable in this expression is 1. So, the degree of the polynomial is 1. Therefore, it is a linear polynomial. Part 6. In this expression, the variable is raised to power 2. The highest power of the variable is 2. Since the degree is 2, this expression is a quadratic polynomial. Part 7. In this expression, the variable is raised to power 3. The highest power of the variable is 3. So, the degree of the polynomial is 3. Therefore, it is a cubic polynomial. Final classification. Part 4 is a linear polynomial. Part 5 is a linear polynomial. Part 6 is a quadratic polynomial. Part 7 is a cubic polynomial. Thank you for watching. I hope this lesson was helpful and easy to understand. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more learning videos. Do leave your questions or feedback in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Stay tuned for part 2 of this lesson, coming very soon. Happy learning, and see you in the next video.